bank holiday weekend, look, stay at home if you can, I think. But if you are already planning to go on the road, Dr Amir, travel sickness, not if you're driving often, but for the passengers, I feel like more and more people are getting it. I don't know why.
Yeah, you're right. About half of road users suffer from travel sickness. And it happens because our brain's getting mixed messages. We're sitting still in a car, so our body's sending us our brain messages saying you're still. But when it looks out the window, things are moving. So those messages get sent to the brain and it gets really confused. So you get nauseous and sick because it can't process all of that. Now, there are things you can do to help. If you're in the back of the car, sit by the window if you can. Open up the window if you can, get some fresh air.
It's difficult on the motorway.
It's hard on the motorway. Focus on a single item on the horizon as far as you can see, and that will focus your brain on one thing, and so it can then order and process everything else in a nice way. So not everything's coming all at once when you're focusing on that one thing.
Right.
If you can't do that, sit back, close your eyes and try and relax, because closing your eyes gets rid of that visual stimulus. And so your brain can process everything else better.
You could take an eye mask in the car and just put your headphones in, could you? And listen to some music.
Antisocial, but brilliant.
Yeah, actually quite nice. OK, and there are some gadgets.
Well, there are. Whether they work or not is debatable. So we've got these glasses here. I don't know if you can see, but there's fluid in the rim here. I know they look cool, right? But these the fluid in them move with the motion of the car, and it gives your eyes an artificial horizon.
Are they working now?
Not really. I think you've got a real horizon to focus on. You don't need an artificial horizon.
Can I try them whilst you're talking about this thing? Yeah.
You put them on. There's also these wristbands here. They're supposed to be, you put them on your wrist.
Oh, I remember those. Those are old school, those, aren't they? Yeah.
The idea is it presses on a nerve called the median nerve, and that helps reduce your nausea, vomiting. There's no science behind that. The median nerve has nothing to do with nausea, vomiting, but there is an acupressure point a couple of inches above your wrist. If you press there, ancient Chinese wisdom tells you that will help with nausea. So that might help there. We've also got other things here. We have got some anti-sickness tablets.
Well, yes. Are they effective?
They are effective. They're good.
How do they work then? How does the tablet work? What does it do?
So it's an antihistamine. It helps with the balance system in your inner ear. So it helps with that. And we've got an anti-sickness patch as well that you can just put behind your ear here, and that helps with the nausea.
Do you have to take those a particular amount of time before you get in the car?
I would say an hour before you go.
Oh, right.
Yes.
OK, so don't wait to feel sick in the car.
Yes.
Fine.
Yeah.
Right, OK, and some home remedies. Look,
yes.
Is this your morning snack?
Kind of. Ginger tea is a good thing to have. Again, an hour before you go. It calms the stomach, helps with nausea. There is science behind that one.
Yes.
This one might be a bit of an old wives' tale. Olives. They're supposed to reduce the amount of saliva in your mouth, which is thought to influence nausea. I'm not sure about that. If you're chewing on anything, you will increase the amount of saliva you produce. Tastes delicious, though, so bonus for that.
And there's things on your phone, isn't there? Somebody was saying there's some dots you can have.
You can. If your iPhone is updated, you can go on to the settings, accessibility, and then motion vehicle, and there are dots on there which follow the movement of the car, and you can focus on, and that will help with those.
And so is that messages. If you're using your phone to play games or read or whatever?
Which you shouldn't do, because that can make sickness worse.
Well, it makes it much worse, doesn't it? But if you are... Then these little dots appear, and hopefully you could use your phone and be in the car at the same time.
That's right.
OK, interesting. Should we talk about stress?
Yes, let's.
Because you're quite keen to stress that stress isn't always stressfully bad.
Too much stress all the time is bad.
Well, yes.
But little bits of stress in certain situations can be a good thing. There's this idea called homeostasis, where a little bit of stress in a biological sense actually helps your body adapt to that stress, and it comes back stronger and more resilient. Examples are exercise. Exercise puts physical stress on our body. We get little muscle tears and we get cell damage. But when our body repairs those muscles, they come back stronger and our cardiovascular system improves. Another thing is fasting. When we fast, we put metabolic stress on our body, but it triggers off a process called autophagy, which is like a clear-up of our body. So it gets rid of dead old cells, damaged cells, and new cells then come and in their place, and you end up healthier.
You see, I think of stress as psychological as opposed to physical.
These are physical stresses.
Right, yes.
Now, hot and cold are the other things. So lots of people go into saunas thinking it's healthy for them. And actually, it is. There's real science behind it. There's Finnish studies that show men who use saunas 4 to 7 times a week are 50% less likely to suffer from cardiovascular disease and dementia because of these things called heat shock proteins, which help repair damaged cells.
Can you get a prescription for it?
Yes, I'll write one out for you later.
I mean, in a real way, though, that would be a really healthy way to improve.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then And then my favourite thing is plants, eating plants. So plants have something in them, natural defence system, chemicals that they give off to fight off pests or environmental kind of stresses. When we eat them, broccoli is a good example. It gives off something called sulforaphane when we chew it. It's its natural defence system against insects. But actually, it triggers off anti-inflammatory, antioxidant pathways within us.
Even if it's cooked?
Even if it's cooked.
Oh, right.
And it's really good for us. It gives us that little bit of stress, but that then makes us come back stronger. So eat your broccoli, people.
Oh, I love broccoli. And a quick one about water. So I was, oh, can I have some water this morning? Because
Yes.
I heard you were going to mention that drinking water is really good for stress, and I had no
Hydration.
idea.
Hydration is so important. When we're dehydrated, our stress mechanisms in our body goes up. And over a long period of time, that is a problem. So making sure you're drinking 6 to 7 glasses of water each day is really important.
So it can calm your emotions down,
Yeah.
as well as your body.
Totally.
It's really fascinating,
Yes.
that, isn't it? Super. Just seeing you is good for my stress
Aw,
levels. You make me
vice
feel happy.
versa.
Yeah, it's
Thank
lovely.
you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Amir.
Looking for more health and wellness content? There's plenty more right here on our channel. How about you check out this one?